Today I'd like to talk to you about the difference in payments between award workers and non-award workers in the West Australian workers' compensation system. The workers' compensation weekly payments in Western Australia vary based on whether a worker is a person whose earnings are prescribed by an industrial award when the injury occurs, or whether the worker is a worker to which an industrial award does not apply. In the event that a worker is not an award worker, their weekly payments continue at pretty much 100% of their pre-accident wage for the first 13 weeks, and then after that it drops down to 85% after the first 13 weeks. For example, a worker receiving $1,000 a week would have their wages drop to $850 a week. It's important to know that in the workers' compensation system, insurers have a hell of a lot of claims, and they often get it wrong as far as weekly payments of compensation go. Insurance companies often get it wrong as to whether a worker is an award worker or a non-award worker, and this can lead to workers being underpaid, often for several years. Now, I'd like to talk to you about what the law says about weekly payments. In the case of McKillen versus Burrup Fertilisers, the judge said, in my opinion, on the true construction of the provisions in relation to the weekly payments, a worker's earnings are prescribed by an industrial award if they are subject to that award, irrespective of whether the contract of employment imports the award into its provisions or was made by reference to its terms. This is an important distinction in that it doesn't actually have to mention that you're being paid in accordance with an award for an award to form part of your employment arrangement. So what does this mean for workers? It means that there's a situation where a worker is often entitled to receive 100% of their wage rather than 85%, and the insurer has actually said that they are only entitled to 85% of their wage. This can make a huge difference to the bottom line for injured workers, and it can help injured workers to get more from their settlement when they go to settle their case. For example, if you're arguing about weekly payments for another year, then obviously having $1,000 a week as opposed to $850 a week makes a huge difference. Foyle Legal specialise in the area of workers' compensation claims and can assist you on a no-win, no-fee basis. If you have made a workers' compensation claim, Foyle Legal can help you to apply to WorkCover WA for a review of weekly payments of compensation. That means Foyle Legal can help you to determine whether you're being paid in accordance with an award, and if so, they can check with the insurance company to see if they agree to putting your wages up. And if they don't, you can go through WorkCover WA, which is like the court for workers' compensation. Thank you for listening, and if you've made a workers' compensation claim and you would like us to look into your weekly payments, we'd look forward to hearing from you. Thank you very much.